you nail the shot, the background music of Gogma changes and the song Proof of Hero starts to play.
Proof of a hero? Okay, this dude's the final boss. That's what it is. It's just like Fatalis. He's the final boss before the expansion comes out. That's what this is. That's what I'm hearing. I was going to wait till the very end to say this, but that's what this fight is. Title Update 4 isn't just, you know, another free update to Monster Hunter. This is the end. This is the end. Like, this is the end of Monster Hunter Wilds. This is the final boss of Monster Hunter Wilds before they go into the expansion. Proof of a hero? All right, the Monster Hunter Wilds Title Update 4 that's coming in December is almost here, and it's bringing expanded in-game content as well as the first Elder Dragon, Gogmazios. And one of the things I thought would be kind of fun is to make a video kind of speculating or trying to figure out how this monster is going to actually fight in this game. And, you know, I went back and actually watched videos on Lagiacrus, Seregios, as well as Mizutsune from the games that they're from to see how they fought, and Capcom was pretty faithful. So I'm going to see if I can find something online for Gogmazios and see if I can get ahead of how to prepare for this Elder Dragon that I think is going to be pretty tough in the game. So let's take a look. Okay, so I found this video by Gaijin Hunter called Monster Feature Gogmazios. It's relatively short, but I think this is probably going to go over some details about the monster that will help me figure out how they're going to fight. So
when I set out to make my top 5 Elder Dragons in Monster Hunter video, I quickly discovered that the majority of the video would be me talking about my number 1 choice.
Oh, whoa, is this in an arena?
I decided to do a monster feature on it instead. Let's take a look at Gogmazios.
Oh man, it is an arena. Oh, cannon. Oh, wait, what was that? Did that explosion catch them? Hold on. Oh, it's this. Okay. They didn't seem anywhere close to that. They were running. And it totally... Dude, it almost killed them. Look at their health at the top. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. I don't mean to be pausing that much. I don't want this video to be too long. Okay. You can almost lose all your health from a blast.
Gogmazios, who I'll just refer to as Gogma in the rest of this video, is the final multiplayer boss for Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate on the Nintendo 3DS.
Final boss.
Gogma is one of the largest monsters in the series, but unlike some of them, Gogma is aggressive and actively attacks you, making it one of the more challenging endgame hunts in recent Monster Hunter games. In this video, we'll be taking a look at its lore, design, and finally gameplay.
Ooh.
Gogma is an
That's
old
like how they look in the
that eats
teaser.
gunpowder, converting the sulfuric content inside into energy.
Eats gunpowder and converts it to energy. Okay.
The leftover impurities become the sticky tar that we see dripping from its body.
Oh.
An internal cooling mechanism allows it not to overheat as it converts the energy, and the result is that black steam that we see coming off of its body. The sticky black tar is what binds its body together in a mangled mess, creating a horrific and daunting appearance. Gogma will hibernate for years and even decades at a time, and the reason the guild was not fully aware of this monster is likely due to the fact that no one had probably ever survived an attack by it. When Gogma snacks, if it feels threatened, it will act out violently and destroy the entire village around it. In Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate...
Okay, so this is a mean monster. I mean to put it that way, but sometimes when you're playing Monster Hunter, you're kind of just trying to keep the ecosystem in check and make sure that things aren't getting out of hand. This is one of those monsters that's like, yo, they're out to kill you.
The town of Dundorma has a special area called the Battle Quarters, and inside they keep a large stash of gunpowder,
the Battle Quarters, okay,
and even some of the original Dragonator prototypes back from the 2nd generation games. Gogma would come and raid the inventory for food, and due to the sticky substance on its body, it accidentally ended up sucking up the prototype Dragonator as well, which grew into its body as it got larger.
Oh.
Talk about irony, huh? This is also...
Okay, so this thing ate this town up, and in doing that consumed a Dragonator, and then the Dragonator just kind of like... I mean, the Dragonator didn't grow, but I guess the monster grew, and it just became part of it. Okay.
How it got its nickname of the Great Halberd Dragon. Design. The design of Gogma started once Capcom finished work on Monster Hunter 4 and started creating the expansion sequel. They started with 3 core ideas.
Look at that Monster Hunter with this, what is this, dude? Like a mace of some kind?
And started creating the expansion sequel. They started with 3
Hammer
core
user?
ideas. First, they wanted to utilize the new 6-limb skeleton that they created for the flagship monster Gore Magala. Second, they wanted to create a hunt in the Battle Quarters map that would very much feel like an event. both in size of scale
Okay, so it's like a siege event.
and requiring active participation from each member of the hunt. And third, they wanted to make a monster that would be dark,
Get 'em.
mysterious, and eerie.
Oh,
The
here we
hunt
go.
against
Gameplay.
Gogma takes place in a single arena called the Battle Quarters, and there are 2 unique roles that a player can focus on.
Oh, so this is the same battle quarters that, okay, that it showed up to eat the gunpowder. Or maybe it's a different one.
One role is the Artillery, which is a collection of the Dragonator, Ballista, and for the first time ever in the series, a track cannon that can be moved around the arena and stocked with multiple cannonballs. The other role was for the Hunters on the ground.
Okay.
Their role is to attack Gogma while avoiding the explosive tar that drips off its body, and to use themselves and the ground restraints to position Gogma so that the players manning the artillery can blast it.
This is very cool. I like these kind of fights. It's not quite the same thing, but this sort of reminds me of the Fatalis fight, how you had, it was also an arena, and it was a bit more of a straightforward fight, but it was also an arena where you had like the huge wall that you had to like hide behind, as well as the ballista that would come out in a certain phase. And then it also had cannons as well. So very interesting that the another Elder Dragon is involving, also Fatalis had Dragonator as well, I believe.
With enough hits, players can actually knock off the prototype Dragonator out of Gogma's body and then use it once against it. This type of mechanic was totally fresh to the series and really created a fun hunt in which you wanted to aim.
That was sick. So it's like, I guess the prototype Dragonator isn't one that you need to like put in the wall and lodge out. It just fires on its own.
Specifically, and the payoff was well worth it. Both of these roles are an incredibly dangerous task. On the ground,
it looks like it,
and explosive tar is hard to navigate, and Gogma, despite its size, will swipe, charge, and attack players aggressively. For the artillery side, Gogma will often engage players up on
dude, I can't get over how much health they lost. That's all their health.
The ledge, and it'll use its breath attack to
Oh, what did he say? I missed it.
Artillery side, Gogma will often engage players up on the ledge, and it'll use its breath attack to practically one-hit kill you if you can catch you
they
off
did
guard.
die.
Really, there's no safe area in this hunt whatsoever.
Okay, so I want to recap some of this. This video is probably going to be a little bit longer than I wanted to be, but I need to recap some of this. So it's a siege fight of sorts, and you have the person, maybe not a person, but someone or maybe multiple people would need to be operating the artillery, which is probably going to do most of the damage to the boss, the monster. And then the people on the ground need to be probably using like the luring pod in Monster Hunter Wilds, but they need to be positioning the monster so that the artillery will work. But when the artillery lands on the monster, or like you blast the monster with the artillery, it's going to turn its attention to you and then fire at you, which is what we saw where it like one hit KO'd that person. So the person on artillery needs to be ready to like get off of artillery when Gogmazios turns its attention to them. And the people on the ground need to be focused by not getting hit by the tar and the explosions. Wow. As well as like getting stomped on and tail swept. Whoa. Okay.
Which is something that makes it so fun. Once Gogma reaches 50% health, it becomes enraged, and the heat in its body that it generates during this phase will melt the tar off of its wings and allow it to fly up into the air. This is one heck of a sight that scared everybody when they first saw it.
Okay. You know what? I'm kind of spoiling myself a little bit because that would have been cool to see for the first time, but I also somewhat get easily frustrated when I'm fighting these monsters. So like, I don't know if I would. What? It flies now?
From here, it'll start
they
shooting
fly
beams
now
in rapid succession, and you pretty much risk the entire team dying pretty easily during this phase.
Oh wait, what did he say? Hold on, I missed it.
And you pretty much risk when they first saw it. From here, it'll start shooting beams in rapid succession, and you pretty much risk the entire team dying pretty easily during this phase.
Okay.
You can, though, use restraints to knock it back down to the ground with a well-timed and aimed shot. Once ready, the prototype...
You had restraints in Monster Hunter World, I believe. I think. Maybe it wasn't only in the Vitalis fight, but I think you did have restraints as well. I'm going to say something later about this that I'm going to kind of wait a little bit longer to say.
Elder Dragon cannon called the Demolisher will be able to be used, provided at least one of the players has upgraded their facilities in the town and can purchase a special dense Markle item. They can move the track cannon to the other side of the arena and use it to fire a
I'm gonna say it because this is I have to say this. As part of the expanded in-game for Title Update 4, if Capcom wants to kind of do this fight justice, they have to add an arena. Because I don't know, in my head when I saw the teaser, I was just thinking, oh, they're going to add this monster to the Oilwell Basin and it'll just be walking around. But in watching, I guess, like 5 minutes of this so far, there's no way if you did this monster like Lagiacrus or Seregios or Mizutsune, you have to put it in an arena. So that's probably going to come with Title Update 4. There's no way that this is just going to be a regular fight.
Massive blast of dragon energy at Gogma. Mind you, the other hunters
Get
have
him!
to keep Gogma either tied down or preoccupied to make sure that it doesn't just charge out of range and kill the player on the track cannon. If you nail the shot, the background music of Gogma changes and the song Proof of Hero starts to play.
Proof of a hero? Okay, this dude's the final boss. That's what it is. It's just like Vitalis. He's the final boss before the expansion comes out. That's what this is. That's what I'm hearing. I was going to wait till the very end to say this, but that's what this fight is. Title Update 4 isn't just, another free update to Monster Hunter. This is the end. This is the end. Like, this is the end of Monster Hunter Wilds. This is the final boss of Monster Hunter Wilds before they go into the expansion. Proof of a hero?
It's possibly one of the biggest shots of dopamine that you can get in the series to date.
Get him! Play that music.
The armor of Gogma is quite cool looking, but it was kind of a quirky
Oh, damn. The dude on the left? A girl on the right, but like the dude on the left? Let's go.
set with this skill Enlightened Blade. The uses of this set was super limited, not to mention that the set was incredibly weak to both fire and dragon, which represented most of the endgame threats to hunters anyways.
Wait, what did he say? That this set was weak to fire and dragon? That's not good.
The uses of this set was super limited, not to mention that the set was incredibly weak to both fire and dragon, which represented most of the endgame
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Most monsters that I've fought against are going to use fire or dragon.
threats to hunters
Not too many in wilds, but as far as like dragon goes, but
anyways. Overall, I absolutely love Gogma. It's my favorite Elder Dragon in the series so far, and everything about it is just awesome.
my
While
favorite
Elder
is still
Dragons generally
Nergigante.
don't get an official monster icon, they created one for use outside of the game, such as a collectible pin badge collection that they had in Japan, and even used it for the icon in the interview with Fujioka-san in the June 2015 issue
Oh
of
yeah,
Nintendo Dream.
when you knock this thing
It's
down,
the icon I use for my channel,
you
and
gotta get that
even the
Dragonator
video
out of
ones
its
on the
back.
Gogma color themed controller that I received. Anyways, I hope this video gives you a small
Oh,
slice and
they got him.
overview of the monster and what makes it so special. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have some cool memories of fighting this awesome monster.
that is a huge dragon.
And until next time, happy hunting.
That was a very cool video. I won't recap everything, but yeah, okay. So this is going to be like a siege event. Going to be players with certain roles, and probably not going to be like a tempered version of this fight. This is just going to be it. The final boss to Monster Hunter Wilds before the expansion, getting added to the Oilwell Basin, and I don't want to say I'm calling it, but they're going to have to add a zone to it. That's part of the expanded in-game content. Okay, that's going to do it for me. This video is longer than I wanted it to be. That's Gogmazios. Wow, great job, Gaijin Hunter. That was a very informative video. And even though I watched this and kind of spoiled a little bit of the fight to come, I'm still super excited. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll be back with more gaming and Monster Hunter videos. And I'll see you guys when Gogmazios releases in Title Update 4. See ya.